In the history of mankind, religion has always played a vital role. It provides the moral ballast that binds people together to work in harmony and strive for higher goals in life. Of late, religion has made a huge comeback around the world. This has brought with it much goodness. Nevertheless, the threat of exclusivism, extremism, and even violence is increasing given the resurgence of a puritanical understanding of religion.
Religion is a very complicated feature of human society, but it's an ambivalent aspect that's been responsible for war and peace in many places. Religious traditions can be used in many different ways to help towards peace building and reconciliation. You need knowledgeable leaders and lay people within the religious traditions who can respond to situations from that background. But also you need to make sure that religion doesn't get involved in politics, particularly populist nationalist movements. As well as enhancing the teachings which are to do with tolerance, inclusivity, and celebrating diversity.
In tandem with the aims and objectives of SRP, the program is now launching an online publication titled Interreligious Relations. Interreligious Relations is a peer-reviewed series of occasional papers covering issues of religious diversity, including questions relating to social cohesion, religious contextualization, religious state-secular interactions, bridge building between faiths, religiously motivated violence and peace building, as well as cognate areas with a special focus on Asia.
We hope that this series will make a significant scholarly contribution to interreligious relations, particularly from a Singaporean and regional perspective. We are also hoping that the series will earn the trust and respect of religious leaders, students, policymakers, and scholars because of the quality of what we are producing. And for all of these people who have a very strong interest in interreligious harmony, such a series could be quite beneficial.
Articles in Interreligious Relations would have undergone blind peer reviews by at least 2 appraisers. SRP takes great pride and pleasure in having scholars from around the world sit on the editorial board of Interreligious Relations. To date, articles include Living in a Religiously Plural Society, a Muslim Perspective on Being Inclusive Today, Interreligious Marriage, Perspectives from the Singapore Context in Relation to Interreligious Dialogue, and Islam and Secularism in Singapore, Between Embracement and Belief.
There's a number of exciting papers which we hope are coming out in future issues. Some of these will be looking at things like religious conflicts, including in places like the Malacca Islands in Indonesia. We will also have papers looking at interreligious education, so what can be done in schools and with young people to help them understand the context of diversity and living in plural societies, and how this impacts religious identities and the way therefore communities make sense of themselves in our religiously diverse world.
With this, we invite you to participate in the SRP community by subscribing to Interreligious Relations and/or downloading Interreligious Relations at the SRP webpage.